bashed the bugbear, and like after the session, I remembered I was fairly stupid because I wanted to make it non-lethal but didn't say that because we want to interrogate him. So.
But as you look around you,
he's dead now, or can I
you
still say it should have been non-lethal?
You look down and you see Bugbear Brain on the ground. He's
he did.
He's dead.
Okay, then I also don't waste my bonus action on a spare the dying because that's over. I will healing word myself.
Okay. No problem. And you can go ahead and roll that 1d4 plus your whiz. So I think almost back to full.
Yeah. And that will end my turn.
Okay. The wolf just saw you kill his master, and he is incredibly pissed. You know, very much a loyal servant to Klarg, and he's gonna go for a bite. He's hungry, but just sucks so bad. He just misses, and he's gonna dance to this side, and then he's gonna leave your threatened range. And he's gonna try to create some room here. So you leave your threatened range. If you want to take an opportunity attack, Hestio and Ash.
I would love to.
About Talon.
The wolf is still within her threatened range.
Gotcha.
22 hits. Oh man. For 8. And this wolf, leaving your threatened range, you get a shot on him. Is this a lethal blow, or is this a non-lethal blow on the wolf?
Wolves can't talk.
That's lethal.
Okay, you deal a lethal blow.
Just want to bite me. That's not okay.
You just think about all those elves for the ethical treatment of animal signs you saw in Phandalin, and you're like, fuck those guys. Boom! And you golf swing this wolf. So, the wolf and the bugbear are both dead. Drax.
Okay, so 5. So Draxus is going to move here. So that's 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is going to use breath weapon.
Okay. So your breath weapon would definitely hit the goblin in front of you and the goblin adjacent to him.
So can you ping the other goblin that it'll hit? It's the one right next to him, right?
Yeah, so how it will work, it goes in basically 3 squares in front, then it would go 2 squares out, and then it would go 3 squares out, essentially.
Right. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. So I need to make 2 goblin dexterity saves. Okay, a 12 and a 21. So they take half damage. So they take fire damage, and it looks like they take 4 damage. So singeing them, they definitely have to. At least the guy in front has to drop his bow because it's going to be ineffective in combat with you. And Drax, as you get into the room, you see at the back of this cavern that there seems to be months and months worth of supplies stacked up around the room, all bearing the sign of the Lion Shield Coster and Barthen's provisions stamped on their side.
Okay.
Okay, so that was
And I think that's it.
Yep. And then it's the Talon.
Alrighty, so Talon's gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 20. And she's gonna go for this one here and reach out with one hand, her left hand, and with her longsword in the other, just try to drive it through his stomach.
Real quick, out of character, DM, I had been raging. It looks like from the last game. Would that be 5 damage instead of 4 to the?
I think your rage damage only applies to weapons using strength.
Gotcha.
Good.
Yep, but Talon, you can make your attack. Unfortunately, a 12 will miss.
Okay.
This guy had his shield down, but ducks out of the way, and you just, shave his head clean. That's how close your blade gets.
Excellent.
Okay, that was Talon's turn. It's now the goblin's turns. So we'll start with the goblin in the back. Because he still has his short bow, and he can use it without fucking himself up. So his short bow's Draxus. And does a 13 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay, so 13.
No, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, it does.
Okay, so you take, you would take 8 piercing damage normally, but since you're raging, it drops to 4. Yep, I believe both you guys are raging, so this is good.
So that would be 4 damage?
Yep, 8 reduced to 4. And this goblin, he backs up, and you see him scramble on top of some of the boxes. Now, Draxus, the goblin that's in front of you, throws his short bow down and draws his scimitar. And he's going to try to swing his scimitar at you. For 7, which is a miss. And he's going to use his nimble escape ability to disengage. And then he's going to run. 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away. Talon, the scimitar rings true from the goblin in front of you, hitting you for 1 damage as you're raging. And rinse and repeat, nimble escape. He runs away.
Do I get an attack of opportunity from the guy in front of me?
He disengages as a bonus action.
Gotcha.
And he's gonna try to hop up on top of these guys as well. And you see that they're taking some kind of weird formation at the top of these boxes. And then Ash.
You look here. Yeah, okay. Let's step behind Draxus. And this one right here is gonna get an Eldritch Blast.
My God.
Sweet Lord. So yeah, you nail one and can you pick which goblin on the box that you hit with your Eldritch Blast? And it's like that one of those scenes in Dragon Ball Z where it hits him, you see that the whole screen envelops with light, and then you just see his form start to slowly disintegrate as there's just an ashen outline of him against the cave wall.
DM, just real quick, can spells cleave too, or just physical damage?
Spells can also cleave.
So would that be 1 damage to the one next to it? Since the goblin has 7 health, right?
Correct.
Just a little added spice.
Yes. So yes, you would cleave through there with your beam.
And that'll Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. So, Hestio, your shield of faith that I believe you're still concentrating on has 7 turns. Now, before you go, Hestio, you hear a voice behind you say, "Boys, it looks like Klarg is dead. Looks like it's the time for Yemik." And you see these goblin toadies start running out from behind and around the corridor. Let me move them onto the correct layer.
Yup.
Okay.
And you see basically 6 other goblins. Ha! All appear from around the corner. And I'd like to kind of flash over to the other half of the screen. Wren, you know, you were living that nomad adventurer's life when you happened yourself upon this cave. It looked, kind of friendly, and maybe you were wanting to just kind of check out what was inside. And what did you find? Goblins. But you also found that they were holding kind of a sweet older gentleman named Sildar. And you guys have been kind of talking these last few hours about your life maybe permanently being goblin prisoners.
Oh, Sildar.
Well, Wren, what do you think about this situation? Ever been a prisoner before?
Yeah, I've been a prisoner before. Plenty of times. From the law, from other bad people, you know.
Sildar will say, "This is my first time, so please don't shank me, or treat me like how other prisoners might treat each other. Hopefully we can keep this rather, friendly." It's quite odd all those goblins ran off, though. I did hear, some strange noises and sounds in the other half of the cave. Perhaps we're being rescued.
Well, let's hope so. I want to shank me a goblin.
I would be, happy for a pint of ale and perhaps seeing old Phandalin one more time. And he kind of shrugs and kind of balefully looks over his shoulder, maybe to where those goblins fled. And we're going to flash back over to the other half of the map here. And then Hestio, you see that there are 6 goblins now on this side of you, trying to almost pincer you guys in to the cavern.
Yeah, I will. Oops, that's the wrong tool. Move back to the wall here, so don't getting swarmed, and I cast a sacred flame on the first one.
Okay.
In front of them. He has to make a dexterity saving throw, I believe. Yeah.
He rolls a 14.
He dodges it.
So yeah, a silver flash of light travels through the air and hits the wall behind him, behind his head.
Yeah, I will hold my. Oh no, that was my action. Never mind. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The wolf, and I'm gonna delete the wolf. I'm gonna delete the bugbear and Draxus. You see that there are still 2 goblins alive in this part of the cave. The third turned into an ash pile on top of the supplies.
Man, just deleting characters wherever I go. I'm so sorry. Here it comes. Drax about to swing him some goblins.
Ooh. So I think you swing for the goblin, and you just destroy this barrel of oats that he was standing on as he leaps up into the air. So I think that was your action. So let's move it forward here. It's now you're kind of in between two goblins. And now it's Talon.
Singing this, I'm going to come over and help out Draxus, hopefully, and take a swing two-handed with my longsword and just trying to cleave down kind of between his neck and shoulder.
Ooh. So,
Also miss.
the barrel of oats was split, and now you split the pail of alfalfa right next to it. And there's just, food supply all over the room here.
I don't know why we're attacking the barrel, but I think it's dead now.
Indeed. So the two goblins in the room with you, I'm gonna use them first here. And they're gonna go for scimitar attacks. Okay, the 15 against Talon is gonna hit, dealing 2 damage.
I have my AC shows 16.
Oh, 6. That's right, because you've been, what's it called? Shield of Faith. So I think it almost hits you, and it just bounces off the bubble that Hestio has put around you. Now the goblins on the other half of the cave, they all look pretty wary to get close by. So it looks like they're going to take the strategy of shooting at Hestio and Ashley with their bows. So 6 goblin bow attacks. This one's at Hestio for 3. Then the second one's going to be at Ash. I believe that's a miss.
It is a miss.
Third one is going to be back at Hestio. Miss. Fourth at Ash. Oof. For 4.
It's a hit.
Oof. And this is going to be number 5 at Hestio. Oh gosh.
Ouch.
For a critical hit, so the arrow maybe gets right through your defense and gets you right in the chest.
I'm out.
That's not good. That's your cleric gets arrowed. And then this is the final bow attack. I think that was 5. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 6 at Ash. Critical miss. And they all seem to be just standing there waiting to get their chance to drop you guys one by one. And then Ash.
I'm gonna bonus action put a healing potion in Hestio's mouth.
Okay.
Is that a 2d4 or what's a regular healing pot?
2d4
plus
2. Yes.
And then let me roll that. Alright, 7. So Hestio, you get 7.
Alright.
Very nice. Very nicely done.
And then as an action, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one furthest from me. This one way back here.
Okay.
It's a miss, I'm assuming.
Correct. And here, I can kind of get the dead bodies out of the way. Come get your dead. So, feast and famine here for the Eldritch Blast as it hits the wall.
And then I'm gonna move. Here, so hopefully they can't see me hit me with any more arrows. And that'll pass my turn.
Okay. The Shield of Faith is at 6 turns left, but Hestio, it's your action now.
Alright. I stand up from being down on the floor. That's like half my movement.
Right? 15 feet?
I will toss my javelin on the one closest to me. Also, so yeah, that guy here.
Yep. A 14 hits because the goblin is not holding his shield. And he's got a big old javelin sticking out of it, but he's still alive.
Okay, and then I back off that way with my remaining movement.
Okay. I'm gonna flash over to the other half of the map at the end of your turn, Hestio. Wren, you notice that no one is guarding your cell right now.
Am I tied up? Or am I free?
Your hands are not bound. You guys are just simply in a what appears to be built out of wood and reed prison cell.
Okay. I want to see if I can shake the door open, shake it apart.
Okay, please make a athletics check to try to bust through the door.
Athletics check.
Oh my gosh. Did everyone see a wizard roll a 15 on athletics? We should change your name to the fucking Rock. Because you just boom! And just kick the door off of this, bamboo, reed, prison cell door.
Okay, and I'm gonna move.
Yeah, and you can see these, what's it called? These cots. You see that Sildar and your gear are right here.
Okay.
So you can grab your gear as you're running through the cavern.
Okay, I moved 30 there. Can I go further?
So go ahead and roll initiative, Wren, because you're a part of the fight here. We just had to balance it out, I guess.
I know what that's like.
So, your action was basically to kick the door open, and then you moved. And then on your next round, you'll probably be able to get in to where the fighting's happening. So, Hestio, you just went, and now Draxus. There's still those two little goblinoids.
Well, I'm gonna try to cleave and hopefully hit.
A 16 hits.
It's 11 damage.
Yes, and you guys see Draxus pull like a helicopter blade as the two goblins standing nearby both get basically just chopped in half.
Yeah.
And Draxus, you can hear the sounds of the goblins standing outside, waiting to charge the corridor here.
Can you ping where they're coming from?
They seem to be coming from this direction here.
Can't move my. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna move here and hold an action, for when they.
So you use your action to already attack, so you don't have an action to tend quite yet.
Okay, you're right. My bad.
No, you're good. So that was Draxus, and then Talon. You see the two goblins that were standing up on the supplies are now dead. Draxus is moved kind of into a cover position by the cave.
Okay, I'm gonna see him kind of turn and start moving back way, and I'm just gonna kind of follow suit. Here, and I believe, would I be able to, if I use my javelin, would I be able to hit him, or like, as far as line of sight goes?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
okay.
you have a straight line at him.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pull out my javelin and just lob it at him as hard as I can.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
I can hit with the javelin, but not with the damn sword. Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna lob that at him.
And it just pierces right through his goblin flesh and just pins him to the ground.
And that'll be it.
Okay, it's the goblins up next. You hear Yemik say, "Boys, get into formation. Scimitars in front, arrows leading. will take the cave, and with human prisoners to boot. And you see the first goblin move in with his scimitar, and then he takes the dodge action. So he's got scimitar and shield. The second does the same, taking the dodge action, holding his scimitar and shield. The one identifying himself as Yemik stands here and says, "You've done me quite the favor eliminating Klarg, but continuing to kill the members of my tribe, and it looks like you may be described as interlopers, so I bet you'll be taking our supplies as well. I can't have that." And you see he's holding his short bow, and he's going to take a shot at, and let's, looking at his vision, he doesn't have a clear shot at Ash, at Hestio. He has a partial cover shot against Draxus, but he has an open shot against Talon. So Talon, he's going to take a shot at you with his short bow. Ooh, for an 18. But I think that'll only deal you 2 piercing damage. So not too bad.
Okay.
This goblin hops in. He's gonna take a cover shot at Draxus, because I think he's probably afraid of the Dragonborn, so you got a +2 to your AC. But I don't think a 20 still hits ya. But only for 3 damage. Only for 3. And then finally, here, this goblin. 20, 25, 30. He is standing there holding his scimitar, and he's going to take the dodge action. Okay, and then Ash. You saw 2 arrows fly in through the mouth of the cave, and you can hear that the goblins are going to try to do kind of like a phalanx and bring themselves into the mouth of the cave.
I'm going to step up to here, and then firing at one of the goblins in the back that's shooting an arrow, not the leader.
Okay.
One of the other cronies. And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
17 hits. And it hits him right in the chest, nearly killing him, but still leaving him with 1 hit point left. So that was like half of movement, or not even half, but movement and attack. Are you going to use the rest of your movement? Ash, we still got you?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's gonna be it for my turn.
Okay. And this got moved. But Wren, we're like all the way in the other half of the map here. Let's move over to you. You can hear the combat happening from where you're currently standing.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab my stuff.
Perfect.
Is there anything else there to be found?
Besides, you see, goblin bedding, you see old apple cores, small animal bones, nothing that you would think would be worth grabbing.
Okay. That's 60 if I take the dash action.
And I think from your current viewpoint, it's kind of hard for you to see, because you can't see well in the dark, but I imagine as a wizard, you just put some light up, so you can start to see this goblin hoard is trying to get into this part of the cave here.
I within 120 feet there?
Do you know how to use the measurement tool?
Oh, it looked like you were just using it.
I do not.
Let's look real quick. From
the closest one is basically looking like 55 to 60 feet away.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Firebolt at him.
So on this round, since you used your action to dash,
Yes, I don't have an action. Okay, so there's really not much I can do.
hey, you've got that. You're getting there.
All right, that's my turn, I guess.
Hestio. Oh, it's your turn.
I will step out, stay behind now, and do another Sacred Flame on the already hurt goblin.
Okay.
So another dexterity save.
17. I think that beats your spell save DC.
Yeah, it does.
Sacred Flame is good because it does a damage type that's not resisted. But man, dex saves are usually good for little nimble guys like this. Oh, and let me... So Draxus, you can see that a small horde is starting to move its way up towards you, and they're all advancing with their scimitars and shields drawn.
Alright, so I'm going to toss a javelin at that guy.
Okay. That hits. And you kill the guy that was previously injured by the Eldritch Blast.
And that will be my...
Okay. Talon, you just saw Draxus expertly huck a javelin, taking out one of the goblins.
Okay. With that, I'm again still raging. I'm gonna use my bonus action, and I'm going to go ahead and shift.
Oh, I love it.
As this is happening, she's kind of moving forward a little, and slowly you kind of see her start to, like, her body just kind of starts to get even larger than before, just more broad, more bulky, and what looks like could almost be like tusks kind of start, not full blown, but kind of start coming out of her mouth, like around her teeth. And she's gonna go forward, and she's going to take a swing at him right here, and she's gonna kind of say, like, okay, let's play. And I believe that raises my AC up one more.
So you're now at 17.
Correct. Still can't hit with shit though.
Now, when shifting, do you have any attack benefits that happen, or are they you get your temporary HP and then you gain armor class?
I don't believe it's any benefit to an attack, just the bonus Constitution, or the +1 to Constitution, and then a 1d6 for HP.
Okay. So you get 1 plus 3, so you get 4 temporary hit points, and then +1 to your HP, or armor class, excuse me. So let's put 4 here in the red bubble. Perfect. So you guys just see Talon kind of take on these bestial shapes, and then it's goblin time. And the goblin can see that they're not going to be able to just get past Talon, and they can't get into such a way that they can get advantage on you, so they're going to have to take off their dodging ways so that they can swing on you. So we'll start with goblin to the top left. He's gonna use his scimitar, but he's gotta hit AC 17. He does not. Goblin in the middle. Miss. Goblin to the right. Miss. And then the goblin boss in the back, he's gonna shoot his bow at Hestio. He can see you and he saw that you were casting spells, so he knows that you're dangerous.
Oh, we're all dangerous.
But I think he misses you as you are with heavy armor and a shield. Okay, so Ash, it's your turn. You see that the goblins are starting to swarm on Talon.
The one on the right, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Please don't kill me.
Oh, no.
Miss.
For some reason, these goblins have like crazy ability to not be hit right now. That's okay. So, missing on the Eldritch Blast, do you stay put?
Yeah. Can't really do much. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Wren.
I'm gonna move up to here, making sure that I can see the way out. Correct from here?
Yeah, you can see the way out of the cave. You can see the sunlight coming in, showing you the way out.
And I can see the goblins over there. Correct?
Correct. And you can see a bestial woman fighting the goblins.
Bestial woman. All right, I am going to firebolt him.
That's a hit. And even if they had cover, you would kill him. So you smack into this goblin with a flaming bolt of energy. And Talon, you can see it just come from out of nowhere.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
that flame just torched that goblin in front of you.
And then I can move a little bit further. I believe I have like 5 more feet. Can I jump down?
Yes.
And that is my turn.
So you just jump off the bridge?
I'm out.
I understand. Okay, so I believe we're to Hestio, you just saw one of the goblins go up in flames.
Yeah. On one hand, I want to get in there. On the other hand, I believe our Dragonborn will do better work on these fuckers. And I can just Sacred Flame again, and this will not be good. I will Sacred Flame the guy in front of Talon.
Okay. Let's Oh. That's not what I wanted. He shot out some flaming goblin flatulence there. These goblins are killing their dexterity saves.
Okay, I just move over here and keep an eye on the fight.
Okay, Draxus.
Okay. Move here. I'm gonna tap that guy.
Okay. And that's a hit. And you know, these goblins were very, what's the word? Very confident, and now that you guys are starting to lay into them, their forces are starting to dwindle. Okay, that was your turn. Let's move it forward to Talon.
Once again, was this this is the one that identified as Yemik, correct? Identified himself as Yemik. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go forward. I'm gonna try to grapple and pin this one right in front of me, and just force him to the ground.
Okay. Please make a athletics check. Okay, he's got to try to beat a 25. He does not. You have him completely grappled and pinned to the ground.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold him there until. Well, I'm just gonna hold him there. And I'm gonna shout, just to anybody listening, get the leader.
Yeah, so the goblins, first of all, the goblin leader sees this and immediately starts running away. And he's like, "Sorry, I'm out of here." He moves 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then he's going to use his action, 35, 40, and then he sees Wren below the bridge, and he goes, "Ha!" And he kind of pauses there as he doesn't know what to do. Then the goblin underneath you, Goob, starts to try to squirm out from your grip. So he's going to try to escape your grapple. I'm going to say that the DC is still 25. Nope. Can't beat it. So you still got him pinned to the ground. Ash.
Hold on, I'm trying to move my character.
No problem.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, so just a double move?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ash, you see a man standing down on the walkway here. Perhaps the man who created that firebolt. And then Wren, it's your action.
I see him come up on the bridge, and how far above me is he?
15 feet.
Oh, that's a little bit too far. Okay, so if I move over to here, is that a little bit higher?
The bridge is basically a static 15 feet above this section of the walkway.
Well, I'll move under the bridge and then I'll firebolt him.
Okay. Let's see what we get here. 21, even with a plus 2, he would not be able to escape that. And 5 fire damage sears him incredibly bad. You can smell kind of like that beef jerky type scent when you start barbecuing meat.
And then I'm going to run back over this way.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, I think we're back to the top to Hestio.
I think last time you said that this way wasn't as small as looks on the map, so could I go through there? Okay.
So you can try to exactly. You can try to shimmy down the chimney if you like.
Yeah, I would like to go down here.
So there's either one of two ways that you can do this. You can either just straight jump down it like a slide at a McDonald's, or you can try to carefully rock climb down it. Which one do you think Hestio would do?
He wants to catch Yemik because I couldn't see anything that's happening on the bridge, and I just want to get there fast, so I fucking jump down there.
So much like the scene from the other guys, when The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson say, "Aim for the bushes," Hestio just starts sliding down this chimney, and Hestio, can you make an athletics check?
Sure.
Okay, so here's what happens. As you jump down this fissure, at the bottom, you land on the other side, so you land here. You just take 1d6. So you take 1 falling damage as you hit the ground kind of hard as shit.
Yeah. I took 15 feet movement on the top. How much have I left?
You still have your full movement left as you didn't carefully move down.
Okay, then I go another 15 feet and then dash and go up this way. I think this should be it.
Okay. Perfect. Well then,
Took 1 damage. Damn.
for some reason my turn order went away from me, but I believe Draxus was up next in the turn order.
Yep.
So Draxus, you can see that Talon has a goblin pinned to the ground.
Okay. I'm going to. That's going to be 10. 10, 15, 20. I'm going to chase the guy that ran.
Okay.
I'm going to dash my action and
Okay, perfect. So, you're right on his tails there. So, I believe right after Draxus was Talon.
Yes. I'm gonna look at the goblin I have pinned and say, well, looks like it's just you and me. And I'm gonna pull out my longsword and just try to kind of drive it into him while I've got him held down one-handed.
Please make an attack roll at advantage.
Oh god, so dark.
So 8.
You slide the blade into him. His flesh gives you resistance at first, but the last thing you feel is the tip of your sword running into the ground of the cavern floor. And you see, this is like I think the scene from Saving Private Ryan when the German soldier kills the American guy.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
And he just starts looking at you in horror, and then slowly his the lights leave his eyes, and you just see the blood pool underneath him.
Talon just
Yeah.
right. It's okay.
Stop screaming so much. Okay. Would I be able to then get up and move in pursuit of them?
Yes, you would.
Okay, so here.
Okay. So I believe it's the goblin's turn, and the goblin looks around and sees that he's essentially surrounded, and he says, "Would you be willing to take me alive? Or is this a all or nothing situation?" He just says aloud.
I just shout down up to the bridge. We have some questions, so just stay put.
And the goblin drops his bow over the side and goes to his knees and puts his hands behind his head and says, "Ask away, big boy. I'm not going anywhere." And as that happens, combat ends, and you guys have basically neutralized all threats within the cavern.
There's a lot of goblins.
Ash is gonna go up behind the goblin and do what he did kind of with the last goblin and bind his wrist behind his back and tie him to his ankles behind his back.
Be careful there, big boy. I haven't had that much fun since the last time I was at Castle Cragmaw.
I make my way around.
I'm gonna go on the other side of the goblin. What is this Castle Cragmaw you speak of? I've heard it a couple of times.
The castle is where the king is. And
King of what?
the king of our tribe. The king of this land. And if he has what he wants, And of course, with the Black Spider's help, maybe the King of Phandalin too.
Where's this king located? Where's this castle?
Oh, you're gonna have to make me some promises first before I start spilling all the beans.
How
I
about
can
your
promise
life?
to cleave your head off.
Both ideas, yeah.
He looks at you and he says, well, if I don't have a head, then I don't have anything to worry about. You kill me and you don't have any information about where your little dwarf friend is.
I tap Ash on the shoulder and say, "You wanna do the goblin eater thing again?"
I think we could try. We give it a shot.
All right. Yeah. I use Thaumaturgy to turn my eyes black with a small red dot in the right eye, and wait behind Ashley, like until he announces me as the goblin eater.
Hard to follow my lead here. And I'm gonna go up behind the goblin and go, "Oh, you won't talk, huh?" And I'll pull a dagger out from my pouch and I'm gonna cut off one of his fingers. So that's fine. I'm gonna feed you one of my friends, piece by piece. And I'm gonna throw the finger over to Hestio and turn the goblin to look at him.
Catch the finger, look at him, go closer to him until I can scratch his face with his own finger, and tell him, "You speak now, or I make it a slow death."
He looks around to everyone. He's like, I didn't know I was playing with these type of folks. Well, if the choices are you're gonna slowly kill and eat me, I guess I should start talking. And then he screams down to you see this old kind of man start to walk up to you guys from the bottom here, and he's like, Sildar, did we ever threaten to eat you? And you hear the old man say, every day, you fucking bastard. Oh, God. And Wren, you can attest to that as you approach the group from behind. That was a perfect dog howl.
Rin's dog?
Sorry.
The goblin that you've captured says, if you want to get to the king, well, we like to call it the web here. That's the little countryside we're in. Cragmaw, it's not too far away from Phandalin, but you're gonna need me to get you there. I'd gladly show you the way, but I want to make sure you know I'm not eating directly after telling you.
Do you know who Tired is?
Yeah, I know that guy. Where's he at?
You see, he left with his life. He gave us useful information. Where he is no concern to me now, but he's not dead. Gave him the same promise I gave you, and he was wise enough to listen.
Well, all right. He kind of swallows a bit.
What did I walk into?
Yeah, Wren, you just are walking into this incredibly intense interrogation scene.
Yeah, Sildar, these guys are trying to eat each other or something. I don't know what's going on here. I think we should probably get out of here unless we want to be eaten.
Sildar says up to you, Wren. He says, I want to watch them eat the bastard. You know,
I have a fireball conjuring in my hand, kind of. I'm holding it.
I don't think you'll be needing that, Wren. These don't seem to be the type to eat, higher functioning humanoids. And the goblin finally says, "Fine! Cragmaw is within the Neverwinter Wood. Roughly 100 miles from Phandalin.
What kind of security you got there? You got guard towers? Outposts?
The castle is fully intact from when, humans ran it. So we've got a full armada of goblins there. And not just like me. A bugbear like Klarg, hobgoblins. It's an absolute death trap.
Are there any tunnels or secret passageways leading into the castle?
None that I know of. It's rock solid.
Are you lying about the secret passages?
You'd have to roll insight to see if he's lying.
I'm gonna grab his finger at the same time he's making that insight check to see if I can give him advantage, DM. Up to you.
I think that would.
Oh, my fault. I rolled athletics like an idiot.
No, you're okay. You can go ahead and roll as insight. I haven't seen either pop up yet.
Yeah, I rolled it. I got a 20 and a... Anybody else see it?
Yeah, it looks like roll 20's having an issue right now.
But you rolled a for your athletics or your insight. You got a 20.
My insight got a 20.
Okay. You can tell that he isn't lying, but he isn't necessarily sharing the whole truth.
I look to Drax. Is he being honest?
Unfortunately. I'm going to refresh this because I'm having a connection issue.
I just got the same what's it called, notification. Oh, yeah, I see it now. 15, 17. Anyways, Yemik the goblin will say to you, well, there's no tunnel underground from getting there. Just approaching the front door like you are now could probably be suicide. They'd pick you apart as you approach. You're gonna need a more subtle way getting in.
And
What way is that?
Yeah.
Well, I suspect you all have been to Phandalin.
Aye.
I have.
Do you know of the humans that control it? The Redbrands?
Out of character, would we have heard about the Redbrands?
I don't think so, because you guys were only in Phandalin for a very short time.
Who are the Redbrands?
You see the goblin, like, if he could eye roll and kind of slap his palm to his head, he would. He says, well, I would suggest either getting in good with them or something along those lines. Otherwise, there's no way you get into that castle alive.
Guess we go back to Phandalin.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Anybody else got any questions for this piece of shit?
Can I look around for anything that, I don't know, anything that any dead goblin might have?
You can see that most of the dead goblins are armed in leather armor. They have scimitars and shields and have bows and arrows.
I'd like to go back to this room back here to take a look at the supplies that were in the corner.
Please do.
There we go.
Being on the bridge, I'm gonna hold up the goblin and ask, since I've heard his name being called, ask Eldar if he'd like to ask the goblin any questions, or if he'd like to do the honors of killing him.
Sildar will say, you know, Yemik, you've been a cruel prison master, and you were cruel to my good friend Gundren as well. I just have half a mind to ask that man to drop you to your death here. Because you can see he would have no way of, protecting himself. He would just splat against the ground. But I'm not that kind of man. Tell me, is there anything else we should know before we let you go? And Yemik says, fine. Stay away from the castle if you want to leave with your lives. If the king doesn't kill you, his army doesn't kill you, then the spider will.
Who is this spider?
He's a dark elf. Powerful mage. Powerful artifacts arming him. You took us out, but I don't think you would have had a chance against him. He would have wrapped you around his finger like a piece of spaghetti, and then slurped you up.
You've worked with a spider before?
I've seen him work. He likes to do this thing where he turns the lights off. And you know those drow, they don't just see in the dark like we do. They can, see your pulse and the heat running through your body. So his eyes do this weird glowy thing, and he freaks you out while he's talking to you, and, he unnerves you. And then he starts casting spells on you, but not to control your mind. He, makes spiders appear out of midair. They, land on you and shit. It's really creepy.
Kind of like this, and I'll cast minor illusion on a spider right next to his legs that's about half the size of him.
And he goes, ah! Oh, no! Ah! Is he here? What? What is that?
Your friend's not the only one with special gifts.
And you see him breathing, and now that you can tell that was you. Well, maybe you have a better chance than I thought, but still. I would stay away if I were you. Forget your dwarven friend. And get out of here before he finally decides to descend upon Phandalin.
Draxus is gonna look at Ashley and be like, I think we have enough information from him. I think we need to kill him. Do not let him go.
I'm gonna scoot closer to Drax. Drax, just so you know, I have to do this before I kill somebody. It's a part of my thing. So, okay, I'll hang him over the bridge, and with my dagger, I'll slit his throat and then drop him into the water.
Ooh, it's gnarly. Everyone sees the goblin blood drop all over the ground, and then he makes a wet, loud splooch as he hits the ground.
And I'll let me see here. I think I can still do this. Yeah, I'll whisper something in Elvish. It's just a small prayer to my patron.
Now, I don't believe you used your curse, did you?
No, I didn't.
I was gonna say, because you might get a Yemik soul here. So at the conclusion of that, we can kind of wipe that Sildar ends up onto the bridge, and he says, I recognize you all lots. Gundren hired you all in Neverwinter, correct?
Yep.
Well, it's nice to see you all again. I believe one of our friends and maybe a new compatriot have gone into Klarg's room. Perhaps we should all convene there. And he starts walking towards Klarg's room.
I follow.
I'm rummaging through stuff. As you
I was
guys
about to say, I'm just going through all the crap in the corner.
This is why I came here in the first place. I was looking for shit.
Sildar will say, perhaps we should take a moment here. As you all know, my name is Sildar Hallwinter. I'm Gundren's bodyguard.
Who's
Thank-
Gundren?
I'm glad you asked. Gundren is the reason we're all here, we can kind of say. He's my patron, and I followed him here because, well, he's found, quite possibly, the discovery of the century. He's discovered the location of the legendary Wave Echo Cave.
That sounds interesting.
Wave Echo Cave. What is that?
Well, it may contain a forge. A forge that has been used to create magical items.
Interesting. Might like to have a look at this forge.
Yes, and
And I look up at him intently.
it's known as the Forge of Spells.
Forge of spells.
Am I right when I think that it's close to Phandalin since we had to get mining equipment there?
That's correct. Now, unfortunately enough, I do not know the exact location of the forge or of Wave Echo Cave. That only lies with Gundren and his brothers, but as you can see, we've been snatched up by goblin miscreants, and they've separated me from Gundren, and now he's, as we've heard, at Castle Cragmaw with this king. I would hate to see this be the end of our story, so Gundren has often gifted me the power to recruit adventurers in his stead, so I would be glad to recruit you four and a fifth member here, Wren, if you would be willing.
I want to see this forge. I'm willing if I can.
Yes.
Offer. You say it has magical powers. I'm interested in that.
Yes, to save Gundren and his brothers, because we're supposed to meet them here, and I haven't heard or seen of them. Well, I've been a goblin prisoner, but we need their help. We need your help. We need all the help we can get. What do you all say?
Sounds like they took Gundren to the castle.
Go get Gundren.
Yeah. We'll get our good buddy back.
And
How well do you know these people? Gundren, Sildar. Apparently, I'm talking about Sildar as if he's not there.
You're asking me about these four fine adventurers here.
I'm asking the other party members how well they know Gundren and Sildar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, all we know is he hired us to bring a wagon from, shit, I don't have my notes in front of me. What town were we going? Neverwinter to Phandalin? Okay. And, we stumbled across his, couple goblins trying to ambush us. And they killed, apparently, they killed, well, we thought they had killed, Gundren and his bodyguard. So we followed the tracks of the goblin back up to the cave. That's all we really know.
Okay.
Don't know too much about Gundren himself. Just that he pays well.
Well, I'll help where I can as long as I can see this forge. Might be something there for me.
DM, would the path that we took to the opening of the cave, would it be big enough to get the oxen wagons up here? Or would we have to take the provisions back towards the road?
It would be big enough that you could park them inside, but getting them all the way back to the cave would be quite difficult.
Right. I'm just, if I can, Ash will go get the wagon and bring it to the mouth of the cave.
We don't have the wagon. We came back with horses.
Right.
We left the wagon in Phandalin.
Oh, okay. I thought we brought a wagon back. Never mind.
But we can kind of hand wipe that you guys, maybe in the cave itself, we can say this, that they actually have a wagon that they've stolen, that you guys could put the provisions, the barrels, and all of that type of stuff inside as well.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Just taking all this stuff.
Then I say we take a short rest here, then we get the horses and the wagon and get back to Phandalin.
Is there anything of value to be found that I can take?
So, as you look at these boxes of supplies, you can see that they are all marked with the Lion Shield Coster's design. But as you continue to look around, you guys find a treasure chest that has a backwards letter K scrawled on it. Yes. Probably doesn't take you too long to decipher that stands for Klarg. Inside, you find 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces. You find 5 potions of healing.
Nice.
You said 5?
Yep, and I'm about to crack these out into the chat. And you find a frog statue with the golden orbs for eyes.
I could use some of that money.
I think we'll just divvy the potions up equally in one.
You.
Yeah. And I think we will do the same with the money.
For some reason, I don't have Talon on the character sheets.
Oh, I think I know why. If we don't see Talon, it's because... Edit. She might not be in everyone's journal. She's not. There we go. Yeah, so do you guys basically split the potions and the coin and silver up evenly?
Yep. It's 120 copper per person.
120 copper per person?
Yep,
Yeah,
and 22 silver. Yep.
And then for the frog statue, you guys probably look around and you're like, should we just draw straws for it, or how should we take it?
Is it tall and heavy or just a small statue?
It is literally the size of a real frog, so it would fit into the palm of your hand.
Okay.
I'm not interested in it at all.
Neither am I.
I mean, I can take it and we can see how much we can get for it in town. Or does can anybody?
That sounds good to me. Let's sell it and split it.
Can anybody detect magic by chance? Maybe
Yeah, I can. I will cast Detect Magic on it.
After your Detect Magic spell goes off, you find that the frog statue to be non-magical.
Okay.
More money.
I'll see frog statue. I'll just put it in my pack to sell it when we get back to town.
I would also grab all the scimitars and bows from the goblins, and the mace, I believe, had
Klarg had a morning star.
Yeah.
And he had a shield. So the armor from the goblins was mostly unuseful because they're all, covered in goblin blood and, of course, ruined. But let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you find 11 scimitars, 12 shields, and 1 morning star.
I'm good. I don't need any of that stuff. I just need money.
Sell it. Yeah.
Can we pile it in and to sell it?
Of course.
Yeah, that would be my plan, to just get it all on the wagon.
All right. Well,
We also
wagon's
have,
full.
4
Last-
other scimitars and 4 bows from earlier, somewhere in Phandalin, I believe. We also took them, so we were on 15 scimitars.
Is there any ale or whiskey among the supplies?
It all is basically trader supplies, so a lot of it is like barrels of oats, barrels of barley. It's all non-perishable goods. But you do seem to find barrel of ale, barrel of wine, those types of things as well.
Fill my flask from it.
I love it.
I would like to. I don't believe this wolf over here was completely obliterated. Can I harvest it?
Yeah. What exactly are you looking for?
The hide and just any type of meat for provisions.
Make a survival check. Oh, you guys also found 11 short bows and 11 quivers of arrows. BT dubs.
BT dub.
Okay, I did, but I don't think it's popping up.
I just remembered when you said wolf, when we...
There goes survival 11.
I just...
So you're able to pelt one wolf, and you get the meat from one wolf successfully.
Awesome.
And you can either turn that meat into 10 rations, you're pretty sure, or you can try to sell the meat, but you're pretty sure it's probably more useful for you just to use as rations.
Right, yeah, I'd prefer to do that.
Is there a, from the armor that they're wearing, is it leather or what material is it?
It's leather, but most of it now has either holes in it from people stabbing them, or it's been smashed from maces, or it's been, singed or burned off from spells.
I'm gonna rip a piece of leather, a nice big patch, and kind of stuff it in my bag. I just look and say, I need this.
I love it. I need this. Don't worry about it. Okay, no problem.
There's nothing else here I'd want to do.
Yeah, do you guys, I believe, is that it?
I just had one more thing to do. When we entered the cave, I knocked one wolf out. Is he still unconscious? The wolf?
Yes, he's still unconscious.
I would like, because we didn't really, didn't really fight them. They just got, they just saw us. I would like to break the chain around his neck and just carry him out, and so he just wakes up free from all the goblins and stuff.
I love it. Okay. No problem. That wolf is gonna, wake up sometime down the line and just run off into the wilderness.
Good. Did we take a short rest here, or?
It sounds like you guys were taking a short rest.
That's why I went around Wren, because I couldn't figure out why I can't go. I was like, what is going on? So I guess we're headed back to Phandalin then.
Keep.
Okay, perfect. Well, if you guys will do me a favor and then all group up in a little square here in this part of the cave. Boop.
Part.
Oh,
Back where we were.
back where we were.
Did all that work have to go?
I know, I'm being a huge
I'm just kidding.
huge old pickle licker here, but let me go ahead and just copy. And I will move you guys. So yeah, you guys head out of the cave and are heading back to Phandalin with a giant pack of stuff, because you've got your goods from the Lion Shield Coster, and all of these items that you scavenged from the goblins itself. And really, you guys are already here. Then I'm going to delete you. And then I'm going to paste everybody again. And you guys walk into town, you know, maybe a little bit like heroes, with arm in arm with your friend Sildar. So as you approach, before you left, you know, you stopped at Barthen's Provisions, and Barthen and his workers are kind of waiting there as you guys arrive and say, "Did everything go as planned? Well, you left with 4 and you came back with 6.
Goblins were holding 2 prisoners.
Well,
I still don't have Gundren. Gotta go back for him. He's at a different location.
well, maybe you all should rest and maybe take in the town a little bit before you head off foolhardy again. It looks like you have a full wagon once again. You know, you dropped off one at my place, and now you have another, and it looks like it's full of weapons and arms and lots of barrels. Seems like you could use for a rest.
Yeah,
That sounds
I
good to
believe
me.
so too.
Sure. Where's the inn?
Sildar will say to you, "My friends, let us secure some lodgings. The local inn is quite quaint. And to step back for a second, we'll tell you about some of the places that we didn't visit last time. So there's the Stonehill Inn, which is looks like the inn that Sildar wants to take you guys to. You guys have already been to Barthen's Provisions, where you took the gear that Gundren had contracted you to drop off. There's Ettermouth Orchard, which is an apple orchard here in town. And as we know, we started the campaign in winter, so you may not be able to get fresh apples here, but there's still quite a cool apple orchard master there. There's the Lion Shield Coster, which is the place that you've basically rescued all these goods from. The Miners' Exchange, and probably the only other place that you might be interested in going currently is the Town Hall, the Town Master's Hall.
I'm going to the tavern. Drink, go to bed.
So it sounds like everyone, or one person's up for heading to the Stonehill Inn.
Yeah, I kind of
Likewise.
want to go too. On the other hand, I really want to know how much we get for all the stuff we found. So selling off the stuff and then going for a rest would be my point of order.
Yeah, I can accompany Hestio if everybody else wants to meet at the inn. We'll divvy up the gold and everything there.
I could use a drink, and I'm just gonna start walking towards the tavern.
Okay. So the Lion Shield Coster is here, and the Stonehill Inn is actually here. They're right across the square from each other.
Okay.
So let's role play out what happens at the coster. You know, hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is a sign in the shape of a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it. And as you guys walk in, you see a human woman, aged 35, standing kind of behind the counter, kind of you know, cleaning the counter, maybe posting some things. What do you guys do?
Do we have anything in the cart that has that symbol on it?
Almost all of the goods have that symbol. Either painted or seared onto the side.
Okay, good. I'll follow Hestio inside.
Yeah, I go up to the counter and say, I believe we found some wares you're missing in a goblin cave nearby. Interested in buying them?
She says, maybe not interested in buying them, but I would definitely pay a recovery fee. The name's Leanne.
Hestio, nice to meet you.
Ash.
Well, let's see what you got. And she'll follow you guys outside. And
I think we don't hold anything back and just sell pretty much everything, right?
So she looks and she'll tell you that these are indeed recovered goods from her store that have been, you know, lost as goblin raids have occurred. And she's willing to reward you guys 50 gold pieces total, which would be 10 gold pieces each if you split it down the middle that way, for the help. And she says, you know, I know that 50 gold doesn't seem like too much, especially if you have a large party, but I promise to give you any help that you can, you know, along the way. And she says, to sweeten the deal, I'll give you 10% off any purchase you want to make here at the Lion Shield Costa.
It sounds like a very ethical agreement. What about these weapons that we salvaged from the goblins? Could you perhaps use those? So
she looks at them and she says, I think that I could use these. Let me get my abacus out here. Because when you resell stuff, it's half of its player handbook value. So let's see. And it was 15 scimitars total, correct?
Right.
Yes.
So she's willing to pay you 185 gold for the scimitar. Total. $185 for that. The shields. Those are 10 gold pieces apiece. So 150 divided by 2, 75. For the shield. And then one morning star. Unless you guys want to keep any of this stuff, just let me know if you want to keep it. The morning star
I
she'll
will stay with my Warhammer, I believe.
she'll sell you for 10. The short bow. 185. And then the arrows. She's willing to pay. Essentially, it's 15 gold pieces for all the arrows.
okay, and then I'll show her the frog with the golden eyes and say, what about this?
She'd be willing to buy that off you for 40.
40 gold.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll sell the a lot of recovered items, all of the weapons, the frog, for a grand total of 560. Is that correct?
That's correct.
We had one keg of ale on the wagon. You mind if we take that back with us, like a little extra for our efforts?
She says, sure, you can keep it. And then she takes a little bit of the gold back that she was going to pay. She slides 10 gold back over to her, and she says,
I
think that's fair.
I take it on my stuff, so everyone else gets still 112 gold and I get 102.
Okay.
That'll work? Okay,
and then
go ahead.
I guess we'll confirming with Hestio before I leave us. We'll guess the business complete. We might as well join the others at the tavern.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Time for some rest.
Okay, so you guys all meet up with the rest of the party, and I think at this point, everybody can add to their character sheet that 112 gold.
112 gold. Where did you get this much money?
From the provisions that we required, as well as selling all the weapons. The weapons came with a hefty coin, so it was a good thing we stuck around and got those. But that and then the frog, so it's just the spoils of our trials.
He looks. I look at you excitedly, and I give you a hug. I'm like, I haven't had this much money in I don't know how long.
Well, I'll tap him on the back. Well, my friend, let's find a place to spend it.
And as I hug you, you realize how terribly I smell.
Yeah, he's been a goblin cave for a long time here.
Oh, we spend some of that money on
Putrid.
Huh? There's some clothes.
I'm good, thanks.
So as you guys come into the inn, it's in the center of town. It's a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and roughly hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals, nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you guys with curiosity. Now, do you guys just all stand at the front, or do you guys approach the barkeep behind the
I
counter?
go to the barkeep and say, 5 tankards for me and the party. We got the ale. I slam the keg on a table nearby, and yeah, the ale goes on my cap.
He says, well, nice to meet you. The name's Toblin. And he's like, there's going to be a corking fee here at the old Stonehill Inn if you're going to be using our cups and, using our ambiance.
How much would that be?
He looks at you and he says, pay me 5 gold and we'll call it even.
How much would the ale be buying it here?
He looks at you and he says, 1 silver a cup.
So, you say drinking our own ale is worth 50 tankards?
He looks at you and he says, it's the price of doing business.
I got a Hestia of maybe, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't think our entire party's gonna drink this entire cask. So we might be able to drink for free if we just give him the cask and drink our fill.
How much is
like
a tankard?
the better idea.
A tankard is 1 silver piece.
I'll buy myself one.
He says, all right, and he slides it across the table to you, and you can take a quick swig. It's definitely swill. It's the natty light of the Forgotten Realms beer.
Hey, give me another one. I sit in the corner with my 2 beers. drinking?
Yeah, we see Wren double fisting 2 beers here. He says, what about the lot of you here? Are you going to be drinking your own or drinking some of mine?
I'll just shuffle over the 5 gold and ask him for the glasses and to keep him coming.
He slides you over the glasses and he says, pleasure doing business. I hope you guys can drink that whole damn barrel tonight. I'd love for you to be able to sample some of the delicious brews I have here at the Stonehill Inn.
It's good.
So as you guys all sit down around the table, Sildar would approach you all and say, I have a room. I believe that the inn has 5 other rooms for rent. But I'll be keeping the room for myself. I'm going to go sleep, wash, and I'll be ready in the morning for any activities or questions that you have. But for now, good day. And you see him ascend the stairs and head to his room.
Alright. Guess we just make us a nice evening here now. Yeah, and I go over to the table where Wren already sat down and do I, is it spacey enough with the one table for 5 people?
Yeah, it's a good sized townhouse, or excuse me, roadhouse here. So it's a table where 5 people can sit comfortably. And as you guys look around the room, you see, of course, people. You see Toblin, the bartender. You can see a kind of an old farmer type guy. Seems to be kind of looking at you guys. You see a kind of a sexy barmaid is kind of walking around taking orders. On the other end of the bar, you can see a quite dirty man, a miner, is kind of doing the same thing as Wren, kind of double fisting 2 brews. Behind the bar, you can see that the innkeeper's wife, Trilina, is holding their young son, kind of bouncing him on her knee. And then finally, you can see a woman kind of sitting at the bar, drinking a cup of wine.
How is the woman dressed that's drinking wine?
You can see that she's wearing the outfit that a weaver would wear to work.
Okay. Ash would like to wave over the barmaid, the sexy one, and ask for I don't know if they have it here, but a plate of cheese or bread, something like that.
She walks over and she says, "What can I get you, honey?"
A slab of cheese and bread would be great if you have some fruits, whatever you have. I don't know what you have in stock. Something to eat, please.
Okay. And if I can ask, what are the 5 of you doing in town? Are you here to strike your fortune out, get yourself some gold in the river?
There's gold in the river?
That's why everyone's here. You know, this is a mining city. Everyone thinks they're going to be the next rich kingpin of Phandalin. You know, everyone in town here, miner, panhandler, something like that, minus the orchard keeper. Now that's a good man. That's someone a woman would want to marry. Have you lot met the orchard keeper? And, Goob, you're pretty quiet. Are you pretty far away from your station?
Oh, I switched to a headset.
Okay, no problem. She tells you guys that the orchard keeper's name is Doran Edermath. He owns the orchard. Maybe y'all should talk to him. If you're not the panhandling mining type.
What sort of information?
Well, from what I hear, he's a former adventurer.
Familiar with this at all?
Oh, only when he comes into the bar. But I'll be back with your cheese and bread. And you see her walk away.
Bring 2.
She says, right away, boss. And she blows a kiss. I'll bring cheese and bread for the whole table. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
So yeah, you guys get that kind of the lead that person back in town, maybe the orchard keeper.
So, Gundren. What happened to Gundren? You were supposed to meet him here?
Yeah, he gave us the task to get a cart with supplies here, and on our way we found some dead horses, and from a goblin we got to know that he was taken to the castle we just heard about from the other goblin in the cave.
Castle Cragmaw.
Yeah.
Gundren's the only one who knows where this forge is, or the whatever.
We also just heard about that. We just thought he was our, like he had some more, our patron, and wanted to get him back. That he had such valuable information we didn't even know.
Yeah, the forge is a new little bit of information.
So are the Redbrands.
Yeah, the Redbrands.
And aren't they supposed to be here in town? We should probably check that out.
As you guys say that, you can see that when you say Redbrands, everyone kind of looks over their shoulder at you and kind of starts to give you the cold shoulder a little bit, or start to scoot as far away from you as they can.
Okay, let's not talk about that. I think we leave them alone. Just go deal with Gundren, and then we'll figure out where this forge is, and then we're fine.
But the goblin in the cave said that the Redbands would give us access to the castle. Don't want to go to the castle without meeting the Redband.
Do we know? We know where the castle is, though, right?
Kinda.
Did we get a? I mean, we asked where the location was. DM, did he give us a reasonable direction?
You know that it's
miles outside of Phandalin, right?
Yeah, 100 miles outside of Phandalin, within the Neverwinter Woods. And if we float back to quickly the Sword Coast map.
Oh, Neverwinter Woods is big.
Yes.
Well, since it's a former town,
it's a castle somewhere within 100 miles of Phandalin in these woods.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there should be some people that know about this castle. We should just find someone that could tell us the exact location.
Yeah, and it is a castle too, so I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to find.
Would I have any type of, at least, general idea this might be located,
Given your background? Make a nature check. Or excuse me, a history check.
Can I make one too, since I'm a soldier?
This has to do with her background coming from the woods of Neverwinter.
Ah, okay, yeah. I thought just like traveling around as a soldier, it could have been, but okay.
Yeah, good,
you're like, man, do it. And you're thinking, nah, I have no idea where this place might be.
Of course.
But coming from the Neverwinter Wood, you think that what possibly could help you is maybe tracking down towns like this normally attracts the attention of maybe a druid. So perhaps if you were to meet
a druid somewhere that is local, perhaps you could talk to them and get more information.
Well, I know it sounds familiar. I don't know exactly where, but I think I might know, or if we can get in touch with the druid, I know that at least a good location for the castle. Because if anybody's gonna,
That's good enough information to start with.
So, as you guys are sitting there, instead of the barmaid bringing you back the cheese, you see that it is Toadlin, the owner himself. And he sits down and he says, I heard that you all were asking about, or just speaking about, the Redbrands. Is that true?
Nope.
Yes.
Well, he says, let's just say hypothetically. You see, I came to town to prospect, just like many people here, but soon realized that mining is a fool's errand. But running an inn, selling beer, cheese and bread, that's a sustainable living. However, the Redbrands, they found the best type of sustainable living. Terrorizing, murdering, kidnapping, and holding this town under their fist. Our town master refuses to do anything about them. Maybe that's something you guys could take care of. And he pushes away from the table and goes back behind the counter with his wife.
What do you guys think? Might be able to get some more information about Cragmaw Castle.
Might make our mission to Gundren a lot easier.
And you guys see kind of underneath the plate of cheese and bread for everyone, it says, everyone has their own story. We might seem shy, but talk to us. We'll tell you what they've done to us.
Go over there and talk to them.
So kind of in the room, there was, of course, Harbin, the guy you were just talking to, or Toadlin. There was the old farmer, the miner, the innkeeper's wife, and the weaver.
So what happened to you guys?
So do you guys all go as a group and talk to everyone, or do you guys kind of split up?
I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just sitting there drinking.
I love it. He's like, no.
Same for me. I stay for the evening, I guess, and just have a restful evening.
I'll take my drink and go sit next to the weaver.
And she says, penny for your thoughts, handsome stranger.
Penny for yours, madam. I hear the Redbrand's been causing some problems around, and I was wondering if they've stumbled upon you, and if they've caused you any grief.
You see those red fucking cloaks they wear? Guess who fucking makes them? And I make them unless I get my fingers broke. They hassle every single business in town, except for the Phandalin Miners Exchange. They don't want trouble with Halia Thornton, who runs it. If you ask me, it's because they know she's a snake and she'd bite their fucking head off. But me, I don't have that option.
Halia Thornton, you say?
That's right.
And where, if I was to pursue her, where would I look?
The Phandalin Miners Exchange. Where these stupid gits, and she like points to the miners in the bar, go and trade their hard-earned gold, or the gold they find for gold coins they can spend.
And How often do these Redbrands come and pick up cloaks that you make for them?
Once every 10 days.
Is it just one person that comes to pick up the shipment? Is it multiples?
It's a whole crew of those boys.
Let me ask you this: if we could get them off your back, would you be willing to strike up a bargain with us?
She says, the only person in Phandalin that would say no to that is our goddamn mayor. The town master would tell you no, for fear of retaliation. But they're already kidnapping and killing people in the streets, so what worse can it get?
Do you think you could make up 5 more of those cloaks, perchance?
She says, give me a 10-day, and I could do it. I'd rather you just snatch them right off those fucking guys' necks, but I can make some for you.
Well, just in case. And I'll pass over 10 gold to her. And I know it won't make anything right, but hopefully it will ease the burden a little bit until we can fully get them out of here.
And she says, thank you, stranger. Maybe we should have some guy like you as our mayor instead of the pussy we got now.
And then I'll look over the barkeep and I'll ask him to get her another glass when she's finished and put it on my tab, please.
He nods. And, as you guys share that glance, I think this would be the perfect time for us to, in the session, kind of pull the curtain close as you're kind of seeing the desperate straits that Phandalin is in currently with the Redbrands and the unwillingness of their town master to do anything about the violence that they're seeing.
Dope.
So what did we guys, how did we feel post-session, everybody? Did we all have fun?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice.
We made some gold. You guys defeated the goblins. You got some information more about where to head next, and you guys gained a level. So you guys are all now to level 2.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Yes. So you have gained the experience necessary to be level 2. So next time we play, you guys will be able to continue to unravel what's happening here in the city of Phandalin. Maybe continue to talk to some of the people that are here in the bar, or go to storm the gates where the Redbrands happen to be.